Alright, for the time being, I'm running the machine. I don't seem to normally log a lot of combine hours, but we're kind of just fiddling around. You can probably see that it's kind of lighter versus up there. I don't know if it shows up that well on camera. This is more of like a tan color, and up there is more of a bronze. That's what you want. That stuff's bone dry. This stuff has some moisture to it. Seeing some greens. I'm just gonna work back around. I don't know. Don't know if it's gonna really go just yet. It's testing dry, but also green. Those, when they're going into the bin at 30 degrees, you put some air on them, they'll cool and they'll cure a fair bit. Well, it's always something new. I just need to tighten up my, need to tighten up my center canvas on my header, just because it was starting to slip a little bit when the crop would get real heavy. It's like, oh, well, my truck was over here, so I was just gonna dump. I got 100 and probably half a tank, 175-ish bushel, and go to dump and my auger won't come out. We haven't tried to have it out all year, so we're thinking it might just be kind of stuck in place because I washed it last fall, thinking maybe there's enough grime in the little saddle where it kind of runs that it's just hung up, kind of muddy, gritty is our hope. So we're gonna wrap it with a tow strap and give it a nudge. Found out the little sensor in there got knocked off, and we think it might have knocked out of alignment. We think it might have went a little too far. So we're fine-tuning it. When I have a problem, it's a good one. When you call the service guy and you say, this is my problem, and he goes, that's a new one for me, I've never heard of that. Doesn't instill a lot of confidence, but at least he's honest. So yeah, they looked into, they couldn't find anything definite on that. You know, obviously they had a couple ones where guys said, oh, my auger won't come out, and it was the transport pin. Our transport pin's out, and that was his first question too. Called back to see if it was a low hydraulic pressure issue on the system. It isn't. I can lift the header, I can lift the reel. I know there's a couple separate systems in there, but yeah, he said, no, that's not it. So yeah, we're gonna have to get a service guy out, unfortunately. Of course, haven't had rain forever. Tonight I can't unload my combine. What happens? So I was out spraying until about 12:30 last night. about well, it was about 20 after 5 this morning. I was gonna sleep in a little bit, and all of a sudden, boom! And this is gonna be a disaster. Luckily, it's not a full tank, but yeah, see what I can do. Hopefully, it's probably too late now. Well, probably can't really see. Well, maybe you can. Got a tarp, so the bubble up auger's still up, obviously. I was able to fold in all the sides, except I couldn't fully go the side with the bubble up auger. Unlike Dad's that has, well, I don't think you would have been able to do it either way, but Dad's has a way better topper than mine. And yeah, I just put a tarp on there with some weight. Hopefully it's enough. There's a lot of lightning not far away, and I am not terribly keen on being right on top of a combine in the middle of it. We're at the point right now where I just say I did my part, because they were not calling for, they said severe thunderstorm warning or watch last night around like 6. Then when I went to bed, it wasn't there. Well, it's now mid-morning. God, I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We seem to, well, the first storm really wasn't much, which is good. However, the storm system going through Regina kind of looks like it's changing trajectory, and if it hits us, they're calling for like an inch of rain. And the wind really got up. You see my tarps getting blown around. So, shit. We might just have to put that in the back of my truck or something. We're not sure if, so Dad's grain truck is full. My grain truck, tailgate, end gate's not working, right? The good news is, as long as that sensor's not covered, thinks the auger's out, so it'll start it. Bad news is, it's definitely too low to go in the grain cart, but we can make do with my grain truck for now. It's only like 150 bushel. We got a big enough gap in the radar right now, so we're gonna just dump a bit of what's on there and then rush over, is what we think. Well, we don't have a lot of time. You see that tarp's just getting, it's not doing a whole lot of good right now. It's gonna be real fun to try and take down. Well, it just went. I don't know what we did, but all of a sudden the auger's out. I better call Young's. Hopefully it just keeps going in and out. Something was stuck. Oh, I'm gonna have to reset that. Yeah. Is it the sensor saying it? Yeah. Well, it seems like we got her done with minutes to spare. I can kind of see about 4 miles that way. We got a bit of a wall coming in. Don't know what the hell we did to make it work, but it works. I'm almost thinking that maybe just running it when it was in the cradle there just kind of vibrated whatever was holding it in place. We might need to just tweak the cradle angle a tiny bit, just so it doesn't, because it kind of has to go up and then, but I really hope that's the end of it and it's not a recurring thing.